Well, hello everyone. The Ontario Gardener here, back with a fresh series that I'm calling Shitty Walk. Now, of course, it's City Walk, but if you guys watch South Park, the Chinese guy there that owns City Walk calls it Shitty Walk. So we'll call it Shitty Walk. So welcome in. This is still playing on the lake theme, the Chinese New Year theme map. At the time of the recording of this video, which is February 3rd, those maps are still active, of course. So we're going to be doing a stir fry. I've done dumplings on this map before, but I haven't done a stir fry series. And stir fry is a bit tricky because you can get a whole bunch of extra. You can get bamboo, you can get steak, you can have seaweed as a side or a topping or whatever. And you have your broccoli, you have your carrot, you have your meat, you have your bamboo, and then the other one is mushroom. So there's 5 different variations. Still, you can only have 2 toppings. You can still only have 2 ingredients with your rice, of course. You can't have more than that. But there are now 5 options, and I don't know how many combinations. A lot. And we're going to start on this side of the map. This is a decent map. It has a big pass-through here, same as on this side. Actually, there's a door right here. There's an actual door. It's because, again, these are mirrored on both sides, symmetrical. I have all my extra counters over here. They only give me 2 tables, which is kind of odd for this size map. And we also start with 3 groups, which I think is odd as well for stir fry. But we're going to make the best of it, and we're just going to roll on. I'm going to do one ring, because I can't... Ooh, I don't like that there. I don't want to do too many rings because, well, for obvious reasons. Actually, I'm going to do the last ring right now, though, because I can do it. And I'm going to get that free ring in, too. While I'm waiting here, I'm going to get that free ring in. What does this one want, my friend? Carrot up, no problem. So the difficulty with stir fry is the fact that it has 3 cooking phases. Right? That's the hardest part of stir fry, is it has the 3 cooking phases. And unless you have instant ordering, you have to then take their order, which is not a terrible thing. Actually, the plate stack's turned the wrong way. And there we go. There's our first day done. So the hardest part with stir fry, in my opinion, is obviously the combinations and all the different ingredients. But we made 49 coins because remember, stir fry brings in 10 coins per dish. I hope we get a table. Ooh, a research desk. Get some. We're going to save this. Oh, look, there's a flower pot. Should we buy it? I don't think so. Now, should I bump the tables back? No. I want to buy a third. I mean, I could actually switch. I could move this down to here. Oops, sorry. To here. Come on, please. To here. This one can go to here. This one can go to here. I can bring in another table. No, I can't bring in another counter. Bring another table. Bring another table, which is here. Because my rule of thumb, and actually, you know what? I don't want to do it that way because I want to block this door. I want this door to become a pass-through. Now, there are mods that allow that. I'm not using... The only mods I'm using are quality of life mods, like the Ghost Prep, which I don't really even think that's... I'm going to put this here, actually. It's not cheating or anything, of course, because it's not changing the game. Hobs I like, but I think we're good. But my rule of thumb is, if you have as many or fewer groups than you have tables, call everybody. Because they'll come and they will sit and they will wait. And like I said, with stir fry, you get 10. Actually, we have all doubles today, which is pretty heavy. Pretty heavy, if you ask me. All right, we got this. Double carrot up. Carrot. Brock up. And then this one's going to need the carrot. Perfect. Done. And done. All right, next ones are going to need 2 doubles. No problem. Let's get this one going. And again, it doesn't matter. The messes are a problem, though. That I will say. It doesn't matter what order you add the ingredients for stir fry. It does not matter. However, if we get the bamboo card, the bamboo you could add at any time because the bamboo is already cooked, just based on how the bamboo dish is done. I forgot to turn the plates again. We should probably buy a plate stack because that way we don't have to clean dishes. Now, what do you guys want? So we want double broccoli. I have the accessibility on, which I don't actually need. I can see just fine with it. But there's no harm in having it on. It might help you guys out as we go along here as well. The messes are a pain in the butt. That is for sure. So getting floor mats are huge deals as well, floor protectors. All right, and as you see the seed in the top right, if you're like, oh, what seed is this? It doesn't matter. When you're doing these daily maps, this is either the daily or the weekly. I'm not sure. I think it's the weekly map right now. The seed doesn't work. Ooh, look at that. Another research desk. Get some. All right, so I think we have to start moving some things around a little bit here. You know, we're not really using the sink very much. Oh, we didn't get plates, though, so we're actually going to have to use the sink. Guess we could do something like this. I'm going to buy this, of course. Let's put everything over here for now. Let's do it like this so I don't have to pick that up. That's a tip there. If you have something in a blueprint cabinet, if you have another object, you can pick up the whole thing with its content in it. Otherwise, you pick up the blueprint that's inside. So the table... I almost want to buy another table just to get the next group in. It'd be nice if there would be a door here. I could put a table right here. I think we'll do it. I want to do it. We'll do this here. This is fine, honestly. So I think what we'll do is we'll start expanding this a little bit. So we'll leave this as is open so I can get through to the research. The walks we can put literally right here because we're just going to put beginning of the day 1-1, and that's all you got to do. Then we'll put this here. It's a bit of a run for all this stuff, though. That's the only issue. It's a bit of a run back and forth for ingredients. The other way would be to do things vertically, which I'm not really a fan of vertical stuff like this. You know what I mean? I'd put the woks like this. I'd have the rice like this. I'd have the vegetables. Yeah, I don't like it. As much as it's extra work to run back and forth, I don't like it. I like it like this way. I like going back and forth, left to right. So what we're going to do is I really want the trainers, but I can't do the trainers. I bought the other table because we have 4 groups, so that'll drop to 3 after today because we will get another food card. But again, this goes back to the same thing as I continually say to everybody is because we have 4 groups and we have 4 tables, guess what? We can call everybody today. We do have to mess with plates, so hopefully we get another plate stack. But I'm gonna go over here and I'm just gonna start up. We're gonna call everybody. 1, because that's 2, 3, because that's 14. Or excuse me, yeah, 14. 4 times 4 is 16, not 14. Excuse me, guys. And I mean, I don't even mind for single orders. Give me a blueprint desk, research desk. Yeah, research desk. Not a research desk. Yeah, this is a bit of a run though for these ingredients. May have to change that up a little bit. But again, it takes so long for this stuff to burn. Yeah, this is just a long run. It doesn't really matter. Oh, not that. I need to get the plates. Yeah, the messes are a big pain in the butt. All right, we got a double order up here. Oops, that's not it. No, don't burn. Pick up, put down. It'll reset the burning. There we go. Good. I'll get these guys out next. Yeah, I have to figure out a better strategy here because it's too much running, I think. Yeah, this is a lot of running. Maybe I'll have to succumb to doing it up and down vertically. I don't really want to, but I may have to. There's 1 done. But again, use your timers, people. You know what I mean? Like, this timer can go way, way down yet. And I didn't even take their order. And we know they're going to want rice, so that's a non-issue. So we can slap the rice in right away. What do we got here? We got a carroti and we got a doubler. No problem. Carroti's done. I mean, because we actually have to do dishes. Whoops. That's a problem. Not really a problem, because I'll just pick this one up and put it back down. We should easily be able to do this. Ooh, wow. Look at these. These messes are terrible. Terrible right now. Okay, this one's up. But look at the money. We're making some serious coins. For day 3, 155 plus our player count bonus should give us, what, 175? Close enough, right? Close enough. Yeah, I don't like the whole thing like that. Not sure how else to do it. So, I do have a couple modded cards in there, and floats are one of them, and pumpkin soup is the other one. So, yeah, this is not really the best thing. Floats is one of these modded cards. It's basically like a root beer float. It's milkshake, but I mean they both drop our customer counts down. I I think desserts are okay because pumpkin soup is, so this is the way that desserts and starters work. Now, I say this quite often, and some of you that are brand new to the game or maybe don't understand is, so if you have a starter, every single group that comes in will order a starter, but not everybody in the group is guaranteed to order a starter, right? So if you have groups of 2 coming in, you might only get 1. If you have a group of 1, you're guaranteed to have at least a starter. If you have desserts, not every group will order a dessert, but if the group orders a dessert, everybody in the group. So to me, if you have 4 groups, you're guaranteed to have at least 4 servings of starter. If you have 4 groups, you could have anywhere between 0 and 4 desserts. So I know this is a modded card, and like I said, I'm not playing with mods that change the game, but there's a couple in there, and this is one of them, and I think I'm going to take it because it's going to be easier in the long run for us to do floats. And it'll drop our groups down too, which is really helpful. Now, it does add a lot of things to the game because you're going to get ice cream, you're going to get a soda fountain. So I think we actually now have to set this up differently. Let's get rid of all these countertops that we're not using. We have a lot of countertops. Now, the way that the floats work is the same thing as the, if you guys have seen me do, if you on stream, you might have seen me do the boba tea. I think I'm going to put all this over here. This is going to go here. This is going to go here. And then the ice cream has to be vanilla for the floats. So it's it can go kind of like this. And maybe that will go there. I mean, it's still a lot of running. But I think this is fine. Let's see what we get. We get another table. I think I want to start pushing tables back. Now that I'm thinking about, just for the, it's for messes, right? The whole thing is turning off the table. I shouldn't have done it this way. Is turning off things for the messes. Counter sink. I'm gonna buy the plate stack because now we don't have to do dishes. I'm gonna actually push this back to here now. I don't know why it was so. I mean, it was so far away before. Oh, because of the research desk. That's why. That's why, wasn't it? Well, then we actually don't need the sink. We don't need the sink, so we can actually put the plates literally right. Come on. Right here. Now, the only we need, if you mess up an order, one of these, you can rinse it in the sink. But I mean, we have literally 1,000 countertops up here. I can just dump them there. So the sink is just here, just to have it here. The plate stack's fine. I can reach this table, no problem. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring a countertop down. All right, what else do we have? Sink, we don't need. Counter, we don't need. Counters for chopping counters would be helpful. This here is a discount desk. You can tell it's a discount desk because the yellow dots there are on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side would be a blueprint desk. Because we're not going to have that much issue, I don't believe, with money, because we're doing stir-fry, of course. Plus, we have a dessert, which will bring us extra money. Because remember, it goes CBD, a term I coined almost a year ago. Copy, blueprint, discount, back to copy. So I think we may pick up the copy desk. What I need here is I need mixers or grabbers. Basically, we're going to have the ingredients sitting back here, coming into here, and there you go. So nothing has changed. We just have a dessert now, which is not a big deal. We have 3 groups. We have 4 tables. Call everybody. And once we get to the drinks section, it's very, very easy how to do the drinks. You basically choose the color they want, red, green, blue. It has to be vanilla ice cream, so that kind of doesn't matter. All right, we got a doubler, and what do you, these, so might as well get the first doubler out of the way. And use your timers, everybody. You people, use your timers. Let these go down as far as you need them to go down. There's no reason to rush. Oh, actually, we will need this sink a little bit, won't we? For the dessert. So let's look at the desserts real quick. They want a red float. So basically, cup in here, grab it, portion it. There you go. It's almost like a it's not a milkshake, but it's like a root beer float, I guess. All right, we got a carroti and we got a broccoli. Hey, having this stuff automatically chopped, or even having cutting boards or workstations, I guess they're called these days, would make it super, super helpful. Oops, put it down, please. There we go. Perfect. All right, I'm going to get some ingredients out. See, they don't want it. So right there, if we would have had a starter, we would have had at least 2 starters, at least 2 soups. And because we don't have a starter, we have a dessert. It's optional, of course. So it depends how it goes. I mean, if you have a large groups, I would almost go a starter over a dessert, mainly because it's rare that everybody in the group will order a starter. Say you have groups of 7 or 8 people. It's very rare that 7 people will order a starter. It just is. But if you have a dessert, well, everybody's going to order a dessert, right? So that's where the issue comes in. There you go. So these are just like root beer floats, I guess. The colors are just, red, green, blue. It's not based on anything, reality based. All right, we got a copy desk. No, copy desks are good. We're only day 4, by the way. We're doing pretty good here. We're making, we're not making tons of money, but we're making pretty good cash. Oh, yes. This is exactly what I'm liking right about now. Thank you very much. Now, the question, though, is I think I want to... Let's just move these out of here. I think I want to buy the copy desk because we're going to need copies of various things here. So the question here is, well, do I buy the blueprint cabinet and then put a couple things in here? I'm going to keep buying tables to push the messes back. I got to be a little bit careful with money here. Not that. We're perfectly fine here. We're at 3 groups. I could actually eliminate this table just so things are a bit closer together. Not that it really matters. So I bought the copy desk. So is there anything in here? So we could copy a hob to get a safety hob. And then we could you know what? I think I'm going to do that. Because it's always to copy the blueprint cabinet. Then I could get, another one every day. I could keep copying one every day, but I don't really want to copy one every day. I want to get a couple workstations. And we're going to get a couple hobs. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the copy machine back here. And we'll put this here. Okay, so I do have one other mod that's in the game. And I'll show you guys very, very quickly. And it's called Research Cycle Hob. So, because a mixer cycle and sink cycle and bin cycle, hobs don't cycle. And I think that's silly. So I have a mod that basically cycles between a safety hob and a danger hob. So if we get a danger hob out of this, the next day we'll be able to get safety hobs. So I don't think it's game breaking. It's a quality of life thing. So that's why I use it. All right, let's 3 groups again. We're going to stand right down here. Workstations would be great, by the way. I don't have a mod for workstations. I mean, in some sense, everything should cycle in some fashion. Because why shouldn't it? You know what I mean? Like, why shouldn't workstations and freezers cycle? I mean, I understand. Why don't tables cycle? I mean, I guarantee there'll be mods that come out. That's a freezer, which I don't want. I guarantee there'll be mods that are give me a safety. There we go, safety hop. So it doesn't really matter. All right, we got. We'll start about here, and here. Okay. This is just so slow. So the workstations would be very, very helpful here. Which we got free. We got freezers. We didn't get workstations. And again, the reason why there's so much mess is because these things take forever to burn. And well, now we're going to have safety hobs, so we're going to have no issues with burning, are we? No, we're not. All right. You know what would be nice? A dish rack would be nice. I should have waited. A dish rack would be very nice here. Because I don't really want to mess with dishes, but I'm going to leave this alone. I'm not going to whoops. Okay, now. Thank you. And thank you. I'm going to leave their order as is. Dump it in. I mean, carrots do chop faster than broccoli. Slightly, but they do. Alright. Gotta stay on top of your messes though, everybody. Oops. And again, if something is burning, the easiest thing to do is just pick it up and put it back down. And it basically will stop the burning phase. I mean, obviously we're going to have safety hobs now, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, they want dessert too? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. So much for needing a sink. I need a dish rack. That's what I needed. Is think. What happened there? We're fine. These guys all are still on their first timers. Not gonna worry. I like the double groups are decent. They're all doubles and double groups. Like everybody's ordering doubles today, which is fine. Fine by me. Again, the timers on here, they take forever to burn, so don't worry at all. I mean, it takes literal, multiple seconds to burn, not like 1 second or half a second. All right, there's a doubler up. Oops, a doubler. Doubler up. All right. Let's see what we got. Blue float. Does everybody want a float today? Oh, are you serious? Everybody wants a floaty. Everyone wants a floater. I mean, this is pretty simple. Basically the same thing as ice cream, just easier. Dump this one. I gotta run out. We need some floor mats. All right, what do you guys want? A bluey? And you can put the ice cream in first. It doesn't really matter. I just tend to put the ice cream in last. It's just because of how I'm standing. There's this one. He has this one. I gotta do my copying. I don't want to forget that. Now we don't need a freezer. So let's see. What are we gonna copy? Well, we're gonna copy anyway. The safety hobs will be very, very helpful going forward here for sure. There we go. Because today is the deco day, if you remember or not. Yes, it is. The way that you have to do the cups, though, is you have to make sure you choose what you want before you put the cup down. Because the interact button is what cycles through things, but the interact button is also what makes your food, or what dispenses the drink. So you have to be careful that way. We'll go. Charming is decent. I think we're gonna do exclusive because I want to get more. I want to get more money. I'm greedy. I'm greedy like that, guys. You know that. Do we want to change this at all? Am I gonna buy any though? Do we have anything that's worth buying? We can buy a couple. Let's see. If I buy that at 70, right? Because remember, these are all 25% discounted. These are obviously not because this was an upgrade. So we buy both of those. Because I really don't need 3 safety hobs. It wouldn't hurt, though. Honestly, it would not hurt to have 3. Would it? But we don't have big groups, so we have 4 groups now. We're going to have to cut this table back to here. Oh, that's the wrong table to cut back. We'll cut this one back. This one over here. So I like being able to call everybody. You know, that's my thing. I like calling. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, actually. Okay, there we go. Now we can call everybody again. All right, so do we buy 2 of the... Well, right, okay, we'll put it this way. We're going to buy at least one. This can go over here. This can go to the peanut gallery over here, just doing nothing. We're going to buy at least one, so we have to buy the copy, because the copy won't go back in the desk. You see how it says upgradable? This is because of that mod, which, I mean, I think is perfectly fine, honestly. Put it down here. It's funny, these little rooms are 2x3 that virtually... You couldn't put anything in this room. If you have 2 teleporters here, what could you do in this room? You could make pie crust, I guess. Flour, grabber, mixer, conveyor mixer. Yeah, you can make pie crust in there. So do we want to make a third one? I don't think we need... Well, no, we don't need a third one. Because we're only going to be rocking tables of 2. Yeah, I guess I was looking for if we ever get a side dish where we need a safety hob, but I don't think we... I actually like the blue better. I'll put this in these little rooms here. Okay. Oh, I can't... Oh, F. I wasn't paying attention. So we can't buy the statue now. But that's okay. We can copy it. These are freezers, right? Which we don't need. It doesn't matter if I pulled it out. It's irrelevant, honestly. Yeah, darn. I messed that up. Well, I didn't mess anything up. I didn't realize 45. And that will leave us with 27. Yeah, these are 30. 30. These are free. I don't care about lanterns. I don't care about that stuff. Okay, so I think we're good to go here. We're at 4 groups, so we have 4 tables. But you know what, guys? We're actually out of time for today. We got to day 6 already. Did pretty good. It's just a lot of running. It's a lot of running back and forth. The safety hobs will help because they will have less of a mess. Despite them being the same amount of time, they will have less mess because they are not, you know, crappy starter hobs. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving me a like as well as a comment. We much appreciated. And if you're enjoying this new series that I've just started or any other video on my channel, hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out to reach my next goal, which we're getting so close to. And I'll catch you guys in the next Shitty Walk episode. Take care now.